Hello, 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 everyone. Let's see who's going to join us. Let's make sure we are live. Maybe. There we are. Okay, we're going to share with our groups really quick. All right, sending it to the VIPs and our team. And I think we are good to go. All right, hello, everyone. If you're here, go ahead and say hello. I'd love to know who's joining us. We are live on Facebook as well as YouTube. So whichever medium platform fits you best, we are there. Okay, quick housekeeping to run through real quick, and I do apologize for the voice. I'm still a little bit under the weather yet. Definitely better than I've been, but excuse me, got the cough drop in, so hopefully we'll do okay. Just to remind you, we do have that 30% off kits collection going on. That goes until Thursday, the last day of October. So if you are loving our kits as much as I am, this is a great time to stock up because they are 30% off and they are amazing. Also, the starter kit special, if you thought about saving 20% on all of your purchase. Oh, hey, sis. Glad you could get here. Now's the time to join. You can save, of course, 20% with all future purchases, but the starter kit in and of itself is an amazing opportunity to get stocked up. It is $155 worth of product. You pay $99 and you get free shipping on that. So it is a great time. Hey, Kay, so glad to see you. So this is a great time to get that starter kit, join my team. You can be a discount shopper. You can be a business builder. It is all totally up to you. We are also into our November subscription period for Paper Pumpkin. It is a wonderful subscription that does come to your mailbox every month. Next month is this adorable Christmas theme with these little stockings. They are fabric stockings and paper tags. It's going to make 8 projects. You get 8 stockings, 8 gift tags. You're going to have pre-cut paper pieces, some safety pins, and specialty gold foils. And the colors that coordinate with the set will be Flirty Flamingo, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, Shaded Spruce, and Very Vanilla. And your ink spot will be Poppy Parade. Of course, all 3 of the quarters kits coordinate with the bonus add-on dies, which are the Mary Tags and More dies. So that can take your kit and make it expand even further. So again, something to think about. Okay, get that all out of our way. Now that we are done with that, today we are featuring the Season of Elegance. It is a 2-page spread in your mini catalog on page 24 and 25. It's a large suite. It does include 2 bundles, the Peaceful Season and the Peaceful Evergreen. The Evergreen, of course, has no sentiments, so you're going to want that Peaceful Season for your sentiments. Gorgeous paper that goes with this. The 3D embossing folder, which is called Painted Trees. I'm going to use that a bit tonight. Going to show you some really fun things with that. Love it. This gorgeous gold and cherry cobbler ribbon. And then, of course, these gold textured adhesive backed dots. All come in one bundle. And it's $154.75. Or, of course, you can purchase just the pieces that you love. All right. I'm going to show you the projects we're making tonight. Tonight we are doing Wishing You and Yours. And I'm going to show you how to conserve that glimmer paper. I don't know if you can see that that's glimmer. Yeah, there you go. That's all glittery and so pretty. And I'm going to show you how to conserve that, being you only get 2 sheets of each color in the pack. Then we have Hoping the Season is Bright and Beautiful. Of course, we have our little row of trees. Got some of that beautiful gold foiled designer paper. And then card number 3, we do a fun little technique with our two-toned cardstock. And then, of course, we have our trees with the snow cover. And that says, friends and family are the true gift of Christmas. And, of course, we have that beautiful ribbon in there. And if you are on my mailing list, if you're not, make sure you sign up. It is in the description of this video to get on my email list, because Friday begins the Christmas Express. And what Christmas Express is every week for the next 6 weeks, you're going to get 2 projects in your email, Christmas card or project related, for a total of 12 projects over 6 weeks. This week, I do partner with a friend of mine, Cindy Wild from Stampin' the Wild Way. This week are my designs. Next week will be her designs. So we just go back and forth to kind of help save time. Oh, hey, Paula. Glad you could join. I will get back to you on class next week. I got to just check with the library tomorrow. But I'm hoping to move it to next week instead of on the 4th instead of the second Monday. So stay tuned, Paulette. Anyway, back to the Christmas Express. You're going to get 12 projects over 6 weeks. And I do partner with Cindy. And we do. So this week is my projects. And I am featuring this suite. So the projects that will be coming in your email with full directions is this cute little box that says Merry Christmas. And look at that cute little tree. And we got the little, and look at the little bow. This is part of the dies. And that just popped up on a dimensional in this cute little treat box. You could fit some chocolates, some small, like a couple pairs of earrings, a necklace. So a really cute little packaging idea. And then check out this little fun fold. It fits in a normal envelope, but then it pops up to sit on a mantle or a shelf. And it says, joy and love to you. So if you want the instructions for these 2 projects, it will be going out on Friday the 1st, because we do start November 1st, starts the Christmas Express, and then it's every week thereafter. You will get an email with 2 projects, and yeah, we're having fun with it. Okay, let's get started. We're going to start with our first card, which is wishing you and yours. And of course, there's lots of sentiments. I haven't done the inside yet, but there's lots that you could wishing you and yours. And those sentiments are wishing you and yours all the best, wishing you and yours peace and joy, wishing you and yours a season of wonder and happiness. So you can decide on what sentiment you want to put in the inside. Anyway, let's get our goodies out. Oh, real quick shout out to my friend Mary Gomez. I did receive a beautiful card from her this week. It came at the perfect time, feeling quite crummy from COVID. It was really nice to see a really beautiful card and sweet sentiment, and a shout out to her for happy birthday. Yesterday was her birthday. All right. Back to the task at hand. Card. We have a thick basic white card base. It's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We're going to grab our bone folder and we're going to fold on that score line like so. And then I have a piece of basic white. This is 5 by 3 3/4. Oh, thank you, Kay. I'm glad you enjoyed them. And we're going to bring in, let's see, out. Okay, so we have the Painted Trees embossing folder. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to emboss our trees. I'm going to put this up towards the top because I want to make sure I get the tree tops more than the bottoms. So we want to get them in there. So I've got my big boss here. I'm going to run that through. There we go. So now we have our trees all nicely run through there. And then I'm going to bring in my sentiment. I'm just going to find that. And Real Red. We're using our Real Red ink pad. And we're going to ink up Wishing You and Yours. And we're just going to stamp that here in the upper right corner. Just like so. Okay. Clean that off. Okay. Next, I have 1/2-inch strips of that glimmer paper. Instead of cutting out a 5 1/4 by 4 piece of glimmer paper, I just cut out 1/2-inch strips. These ones are a 1/2 inch by 5, and these are a 1/2 inch by 4. I think they're 4. Yes, 4. And these are, yes, 5. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is I am going to, I think I did I do that wrong? No, I didn't. I did good. Okay. So these are the 4-inch. So this is what I'm going to do first. All right. So I'm going to take my adhesive and I'm using Seal Plus. I'm just going to go along this one edge. And now I just want to get an even border. Just like so. So I have a little bit overhang. And that's okay because now I'm going to have a place to butt up against. And you can't even tell that there's a split there when you get this all hooked in there because that glimmer hides that split. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run some adhesive along this top edge again. And then we're just going to get in there. There we go. Looks pretty good. All right. Now I'm going to bring in our snips. And I'm just going to cut that off, leaving just about a little bit of a okay. Now I have my other 4-inch. So we're going to run that. And this one I'm going to cut flush. rid of that. And then again, and then we'll cut this one. So now I've wasted all that glimmer paper. Okay, and this card is essentially done. We're going to go ahead. We're going to add our adhesive. And the front of this card is done. Easy peasy. Wasn't that an awesome tip? I can't take credit for that. That was actually, if you're a demonstrator and you follow Rhonda Wade, it was something I picked up from her, and I thought it was genius, so I wanted to share with all of you. All right. That's that. Card number 2. This was a sketch that I found, and I decided that the sketch was awesome. So we're using it for this here particular card. Oh, speaking of sketches, I don't even know how to say it, but I think I bit off more than I can chew, but we're going to try it. I joined a card a day in November challenge. So I'm going to be making a card, or attempting to make a card every day in the month of November. So I'm hoping you'll all follow along on that journey, because that's going to be interesting to see if I can accomplish that with my work schedule and everything else. But yeah, card a day in November. So it's a Christmas card challenge, and Lord knows I need lots of Christmas cards. So we're going to try it. So follow along and see how I do with that. All right. So I have a card base here. This is basic beige, 8.5 by 5.5, scored and folded on the 4 1/4. And it looks like my trimmer blade needs to be changed. Then I went ahead. I brought in, this is the Forever Plaid embossing folder. I have a piece of Mossy Meadow that I went ahead and embossed. This piece measures, I don't remember exactly. I think it's 3 inches. Yes, it's 3 inches by 5 inches. And I went ahead and I did that plaid embossing. And then we're going to take our snips and we're going to find the general center, which is right about there, I'd say. Maybe right there. And I'll clip it right up to that little score line from the embossing. And then I'm going to come from this here corner and we're going to go right to that snip. And there we go. So now we have a little banner, and that's going to go on the front of our card. About like so. We're going to go ahead and we're going to add our adhesive. Oops. One thing about Seal Plus, when you have embossed paper, it tends to tear. You got to be really slow and cautious or it will tear it. So I'm just going to go really slow. Sometimes liquid adhesive is your friend. All right. So I'm just going to put this on the center like so. All right. Then I have a piece of that Elegance designer paper. And let me show you that really quick. I did bring that over. It's a 12 by 12 pack of paper. And it comes in these amazing colors. It's called Season of Elegance Specialty Paper. And it comes in these gold foiled pieces, but you have an old olive and mossy meadow. And then you have the backside is just a matte of those colors. Then you have cherry cobbler with real red and the gold. And then the other side is cherry cobbler and real red, like a painted. Then you have pretty peacock, more of the old olive. And then this has more of like a paint texture. And then you also have the basic beige and gold. And then, of course, the flat. But love, 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 love this paper. It is so pretty. And let's see. So now this piece here is cut 3 3/4 inches square. And that is just going to layer on top like so. Let's see. Yeah. Makes that work. Sure, that's straight. There we go. So there's that. Then using the Stylish Shapes dies, I cut out the largest circle. And then I have some scraps here for stamping and die cutting. So we're going to start with our circle here. And we're going to find one of the stamps in the set is this like swoosh. It kind of makes me think of wind. And I'm using bubblegum. And I know it's kind of a strange color. And I'll show you how I came up with it. So we got bubblegum here. And I think I'm going to go a little bit higher than I did last time too. Bubblegum. And then I stamped it a second time just to get a little hint of color there. And how I came up with the bubblegum color is I knew I was making my trees with mossy meadow. And Stampin' Up! Has, and it will be available for purchase for everybody, November 5th, I believe it goes live. In the online exclusives, there's a color wheel, color coach. So you have an analogous, it's a word I struggle with, complementary, triadic, monochromatic, and complementary colors. And bubblegum happened to be a complementary to mossy meadow. And how you get complementary is they are directly across from one another in the color wheel. So if you look at Mossy Meadow and you go across, Bubble Bath is one of the complementary colors to Mossy Meadow. Hence, I used that color. And Cherry Cobbler is also a complementary color. So therefore, I used the Cherry Cobbler as my sentiment with the ribbon. So very helpful if you are trying to broaden your color horizons and you're not sure what colors really go together. The color wheel is very, very helpful because, again, it'll show you what's complementary, what's the triadic. So if you find something in the triangle here, they will go together. If you're looking for monochromatic, you can stay within this little part of the wheel. So if you turn that to whatever color family you're using, you'll know what colors you can use to maintain that monochromatic look. If you're looking for analogous, again, you would turn your wheel to this here area. So anything within there would keep you in the analogous. And of course, on the back will tell you, you know, how this works. So if you don't have one, highly recommended. Okay, so we have our little, I call it wind. So that's all set. Now I have to do my trees. And we're going to do those, like I said, in Mossy Meadow. So we're going to ink those up. And there's our trees. There we need. Actually, I probably don't need that extra piece because I think we got plenty here. And we'll need our cherry cobbler. But we need for now, where the baby box. We're going to need our does. Uh-oh. Oh, there we are. All right. So from the Peaceful Seasons dies, which is our sentiments, we have this dandy set here. And I'm going to use this one here for our sentiments. We're going to cut that out first before we stamp. And then from our trees, we have our little row of trees. This is a big die set. You get 2 cards of dies. And we're going to cut trees. Okay, so where did I put? There it is. We need our Post-it tape because we want to get our trees lined up well here. So we need a couple pieces. All right, so we want to get that. Looks good. Looks good. Get this open. Oop. There it goes. there's our little tag. Oh, I should have brought my magnetic tray over to keep all this stuff straight. Okay. There's our trees. That's for the trash. Okay. Why that like that? Something must be going on with my platform because it shouldn't have cut right there. But it did. All right. You won't notice it. All right. So we need our sentiment here. Hoping this season is bright and beautiful. We got our Cherry Cobbler ink pad. And we're just going to go ahead and stamp that like so. Close that up. Now we need our ribbon here. Okay, so we're going to start by putting our trees on, and we need a dimensional. And we're going to put a dimensional behind this tree on this end, and then we're just going to go ahead and add just a little strip of adhesive. Peel that backing off. And now we can, oops. There we go. Oh, we don't even have this attached. Oh my gosh. I'm getting ahead of myself here. So we do need to go ahead and attach the circle to the card. You tell it's been one of them days. I'm going to put it on COVID brain. It's not totally functioning normal yet. Okay, so this gets centered on that designer paper like so. There we go. Now I can attach. Oh, thank you. Okay. All right, now we got our ribbon, and all I did was take a piece of ribbon, loop it like so, and then I went ahead and cut it. Ooh, my scissors are not good ribbon scissors, so I can tell you that. Then we're going to take and thread both. Maybe. It went way easier this morning. goodness gracious, why is it when you go on camera, nothing goes right? Like you're all thumbs and no fingers. Oh my God. All right, let's try it this way. Okay, there's one. Luckily, this ribbon is one of them that it's the same no matter which side you're looking at. So it's not like there's a right side and a wrong side on this ribbon. So it's really easy to tie. And whichever way your hands are working for the moment, it will work. Okay, there we go. Now we just got to get even like so. All right, and then we're going to bring both of these. Let's see if we can do that. Back in. Oh, for the love, I just about had it. Okay. Let's. Honestly, it was not this hard. Tonight, my fingers are not working. Okay, we're going to do one at a time. Maybe. There we go. Don't know why it was so difficult tonight. But there's our little ribbon piece. Now we're just going to add a couple of dimensionals. That's going to go like so. And then we have these gold textured adhesive dots. And we have our take your pick tool. I'm going to take let's do with it. And a little medium one right there. And there is card 2. And the hardest part of that was the stupid ribbon. And that really shouldn't have been that hard because, like I said, it went very easy this morning. Okay. On to our final card, number 3. And this one, what made this one so fun was the two-toned cardstock. So for this card here, you need the card kit. All right, we have a thick basic white card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We're going to go ahead and fold on that score line and use our bone folder. Just smooth that out. Next, I have a piece of that two-toned cardstock. You'll notice one side is a little bit lighter than the other. You can see it best if you turn it up. You have the light side, you have the dark side. What makes this really cool is it has a white core. So when you tear it or do anything with it, you see that white popping through. And I did go ahead and I ran that through our painted trees embossing folder ahead. So that piece measures 5 1/4 by 4. So that is your typical card front layer. And that's going to go on like so. So we're going to go ahead and add our adhesive. And add that to the front of our card. And then we're going to get crafty here. Now, I have an old Stampin' Up! Sanding block, but any thin, light, fine grit paper, sandpaper will do. Even a nail file will work for this if you don't have sandpaper. If you use your nail file, it will work. But you're just going to lightly go over the tops of this, and it's going to give you like snow tipping your trees. Look how cool that is. So you bring in that white core to the surface by removing a little bit of color on the high points, almost like snow would hit the high points of your tree outside. Check that out. Is that not cool? Okay. Moving on. In here we have a little scrap of mossy meadow and basic white. And then I have my tag cut out. So let's see. I need dies. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take the medium tree and my small tree. And we're going to cut those out of the mossy meadow. Out of the white, for our snow-covered trees, we have these little dies. And there's one for each of the trees. We even have one for the big tree. And then this one here is the medium tree. So we'll run those through our baby boss. So we're going to bring the baby boss back. Run those trees through. And then back, we need that goes in our trash pile. We need our white so we can do our snow. Now, if I was using my noggin, but you know, COVID brain. We're going to blame it on COVID brain. I didn't. You would want to put adhesive sheets on that white scrap, but I didn't earlier either. It's actually just coming to me now that I should have done that. But it's okay. We'll use the fine tip here. Pull that out. It goes there. It goes in the trash. We do need our take your pick. And we're going to poke out all these little extra pieces here. This one we gotta poke out of the die because it's stuck in there. Okay. All right, so now we have come out of there. Our little snow pieces. Need our glue. Need our trees back. So we'll do our little tree here. So we're just gonna add. I got this little precision glue vessel, whatever you want to call it, at Hobby Lobby. And it does fit an entire container of green glue. If you're looking for something with a really good fine tip, because I love our Tombow glue, but even the fine tip isn't always fine enough. And this works perfect. And it does fit, like I said, a hole. And it does come a set of 3. And they were really inexpensive. Okay, so this goes down on our tree like so. Press that down. So there's our little tree. Now we're going to do our medium-sized tree. And get that down like so. So now we have our snow-covered trees. And of course, you don't have to do snow-covered trees. You could do different shades of green to give your trees texture. I just wanted to do snow-covered for this particular card, but you could very easily do another. All right, so next, I'm going to add a little adhesive to the tall tree. And he's going to go right about there. Then the little tree, he's going to get popped up on a couple dimensionals. We're just going to add him right there, just like so. Then we're going to bring in our label here that I pre-cut. I'm going to bring in our Cherry Cobbler ink pad again. And this time, We have friends and family are the true gift of Christmas. There we go. That up. And goes right there. Just like so. Close that up. And we want ribbon again. And this time, I'm just going to run it. Make sure you have enough there. And we're just going to trim that off. And tie. And like I said, what's nice about this ribbon is you're not having to be fussy about how you tie it to make sure that the right side is showing, because both sides of the ribbon are the same. It's a sheer ribbon. The only thing is, tying it like this, you got to be careful you don't pull it too tight, because then it wants to curl the paper. So can't pull too tight. Yep, fingers in there. There we go. Just going to trim. Dimensionals. And then that. Goes like so. And there's card number 3. Okay, quick recap. We have our third card here. Card number 2. And card number 3. And then, of course, like I said, we have bonuses coming at the end of the week to be on my mailing list for the Christmas Express. And you will get the instructions for this cute little treat box, as well as this here one-fold easel card. Well, thanks, Paula. I'm glad you liked them. You haven't gotten it yet? It was one of my first ones because I fell in love with it on first sight. Well, thanks, sis. Thank you, Kay. I'm glad you like them. Like I said, stay tuned. If you're not on my mailing list, definitely sign up. Email sign up is in the description of this video, so you can make sure that you don't miss any of the Christmas Express. Like I said, that's going to be 12 designs over 6 weeks. Between my friend Cindy and myself, we will hook you up and have you ready for the holidays in no time at all. All right, guys, that's all I have for you for tonight. I am so glad that you hung out with me, and I'm glad you liked the cards. I will definitely get... How do you get on the mailing? There's a link in the description of my video, Paulette, that's for my email list. And that's how you get on my... And that's how you'll know when the classes are. That's how you'll know all that information. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your evening and an even better week ahead. Love you all. Bye for now.